What's up, Builders Club TV Nation? You got Dewan Jones here, your professional stay-at-home dad, once again back at you for another exciting exclusive. We got another amazing entrepreneur on the show, family. Excited about this one. We got Bea Picou on the show, entrepreneur, internet marketer, home business mentor, and of course, she's making a lot of noise out here in these internet streets, family. We get the opportunity to speak to her and learn a little bit more about the woman behind the success. You know how we do it, family. Let me get myself on camera really quickly so you all can see me and I can say hi, and also thank you everyone for sharing the platform, getting the information out there about the Builders Club TV. Once again, guys, this is for the culture. This is so that we can have the opportunity to dig into the minds, the great minds of people who have created a lot of success and helped a lot of people inside of the work from home industry. We have them right here live for you. Let me make sure that we have our good friend on camera. Bea, can you hear me okay? Doing great. Let me get you on camera so the rest of the family can see you live and direct, and so that we can talk to you. What's going on, Bea?
Hey everybody. I'm doing good. Just here at the house doing a normal work day. Y'all might hear some background, but I've got the washer dryer going. But hey, that's the home life, isn't it?
Man, absolutely. We are excited, and we thank you for taking the time out of your day to connect with us here in the family on the Builders Club TV. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Well, yeah, I'm glad to do it. I think what you guys have going on here is great. It's really needed in the industry, and I think a lot of people are going to get a lot out of it. So hats off to you guys. This is wonderful. And thanks for the invitation. I'm very honored to be on here with you.
Absolutely, and we appreciate the kind words, the love and support. But we had to have you on, Bea, because once again, like I said in the introduction, you're making noise out here in these internet streets and helping a lot of people, and that's really truly what it's all about. And why we even brought this platform to the forefront for the community of home business entrepreneurs, so that we could provide some extreme value. And I'll tell you this, the thing that we've learned the most, Bea, from talking to so many phenomenal leaders, is that we've learned that there's so much to discover in the path and the past of successful people, right? The stories of successful people. There's so much gold. There's so much wisdom. There's so many answers to how to go out there and create success in the home business industry just by taking a look at the path of successful people. Would you agree?
Oh, I agree 100%. The main thing is what they always say, whoever they are, right? Yeah.
Right.
But if you find somebody that's doing good and you model what they're doing, so the more we can learn from some of the greats and some of the people that are out here that are really making it happen, then everybody can learn from those people, model from those people, and find success as well.
Absolutely. Well, with that said, let's get into it. This is our favorite part. We like to hop in what we call the Builders Club TV time machine, and we like to take the family back a little bit. Can we take the family back and talk to you about your journey to success? Will you tell us, basically, before you found this work from home industry, network marketing, what were you doing before this all took place?
Oh my. Okay. Well, I'll give you the Cliff Note version. So I've been in business. I'm an old fart, right? So I'm one of the old folks you're going to interview out here. Uh, Yay, baby boomers. So I've been in business I'm 57. So ever since I got out of college. So that's like a million years ago. But anyway, I actually hated corporate world and started my own brick and mortar business back when I was 34, and it was a billing collections business for physician practices. I had the office, I had employees, I had computers, I had the whole nine yards. I had clients all over the mid-Atlantic and the Southeast, physician practices and that kind of thing. But after about 16 years, healthcare, well, everybody knows healthcare now. Healthcare's, it's not the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
And back then, everybody was doing electronic medical records. And so all these doctors' offices had to go buy that stuff. And they were jettisoning what I did. They said, we can't afford you and it at the same time. So my business started tanking. Last year, my business, I was pulling money out of my savings account. And actually, I used a lot of my retirement fund just to start the business. So last year in my business, I was just trying to make payroll. And I said, Lord, you got to send me somebody to buy this thing. And lo and behold, 4 months later, this man calls me out of the blue that I had met at a conference, and he said, hey, do you know anybody's looking to sell a collection agency. And I said, well, I don't have a collection agency, but what I do, you might be interested in. And he was on his way through Mississippi. I'm in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, if you couldn't tell by my accent. And just a few hours later, we were sitting at Starbucks down below my office, and 30 days later, he bought my business. Now,
Wow. Wow.
I know, that's the Lord. But here's the thing. He didn't buy it for a mint because it wasn't worth anything. Remember, I was having to dig out of my pocket just to make payroll.
Yeah.
So I had years to make money, and I just thought I'd go back and do what I always did. Now, I'm 50 years old now at this point. So from 34 to 50, this is what I did.
Yeah.
And my dream was to build this thing and have massive success and be millionaire and all that kind of crazy junk that people believe when they start a brick and mortar business.
Yeah.
So what happened was nobody would hire me. And I realized then that I had pretty much just sold myself out to pasture. And I started doing prison ministry in my church, and this husband-wife team over the prison we were going to, they were doing network marketing. They said, hey, B, you need to get in this thing because we're gonna make a lot of money and we're gonna be able to do our ministry full time, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, whatever y'all doing sounds good to me because I need to eat. So this was after a year and a half of looking for a job, and I said, all right, whatever.
Right.
It cost? Oh, it cost $2,000. Okay, yeah, I got $2,000. Well, I had to do something, so I invested. I'm all about investing in yourself, investing in your business. So I plunked down $2,000, and it was these. Actually, I won't name the company, but the company just recently went retail, but they had the exercise, pills and energy drinks, and same stuff all the other health and wellness pretty much has. And I thought, well, I know a lady who runs triathlons. She runs 12. It's the largest multi-sport event company in the Southeast, and I'll just go sign her up. We'll have access to all her athletes, and they're going to buy tons of stuff from me. We had a mailing list of 5,000 athletes. We were at every one of their triathlons, and I couldn't give the stuff away.
Wow.
I was like, okay, well, I wasn't doing network marketing right.
Right,
I was doing it the wrong.
Right.
I was trying to reach because I'm a business person. I thought, well, I can run this thing like a. So I didn't blame me, of course. I thought, okay, it's the company. There's distributors running around everywhere. There's too many. It's not what I'm, it couldn't be what I'm doing. And again, I didn't know anything about network marketing. And the people, my upline was like one away from one of the top money earners. So again, didn't have any support like a lot of people probably didn't have. And I said, okay, I got to go find a company that's brand new. There's no distributors around. It doesn't have all these products. And I found one. And it was a skincare cream. Okay, so I'd been doing this other one like 5 months. That was my first company, 5 months.
Yeah.
So I found a skincare cream company, and I said, if this stuff works, I'm in. And they sent me some ladies that were 4.5 hours away from me, drove up here to try to recruit me. I said, okay, well, there's nobody here in Birmingham. And I got a sample of stuff, and I started using it, and sure, it worked. I mean, it worked good. You may not be able to tell now because it worked good. And so I started using the stuff, and then I figured out that, man, people can buy this junk on eBay and Amazon. I said, oh my goodness. And again, my marketing mind, because that's what I've done all my life is businesses and marketing.
Right.
And my market share, my target market's tiny. It's older Americans who are wrinkled and they have money because you had to have money to buy this stuff. It wasn't cheap. And at that time, I didn't run in those circles, and I thought, wow, this is crazy. And then this guy approached me about a company that I just came from, and it was, I'll just tell you, the industry is travel. I'll tell you, it's travel. And I thought, well, everybody does that. I said, my market share is huge now. Everybody travels or wants to travel. It's not like people don't know who Disney is or Mickey Mouse or Carnival or Royal Caribbean.
Right.
And so I got involved with that. And that's when I started learning network marketing, because the guy that recruited me had come from a large company, built a team of 900 in 3 months with this company. And he got me hooked up with Eric Worre and Ray Higdon and starting to learn about the industry of network marketing. So that's kind of what happened. Still, I wasn't doing great at it. It was still the old school network marketing. And I just, as a business person, it was beyond me how much time you were having to spend to recruit people and to build a business. And I said, there's got to be a better way. And that guy subsequently got kicked out of the company after 5 months. He took a check from somebody, so I was left without a mentor again. And the way the company had done, they had changed up the upline, so there
Mm,
was no leadership above my pay. So there was nobody that got any money off of me. It was corporate.
mm,
So there was nobody that had a vested interest in helping me grow. So I said, all right, well, this is ridiculous. And I started trying to figure out how to do it online.
mm,
And again, I'm big on investing. So I bought course after course after course. And at the end of 3 years of my network marketing career, I had 17 people on my team
mm, mm,
and spent thousands of dollars.
mm.
And the year after I learned how to do it online, I had 500 on my team and was making about $60,000-$70,000 a year. And so I went from
Wow.
17 to 500 because I took it online. And I've been since left that company. I stayed there about 2 years, and then now I'm at the company I'm at now, and um, number 17 money earner and making multiple six figures. So and I do it all online. You know, some of my
Wow.
downline do the old fashioned way, but I'm all about online. And so I get razzed because I'm an old lady. I'm an
Yeah.
old lady who knows how to click.
Right. Let me ask you because that's an amazing story. But the one thing I'm interested in knowing, I'm pretty sure the family wants to know too, because a lot of people deal with this. Going through all of the ups and downs, the obstacles, the setbacks, the no's, and building a business. What was the driving force behind your motivation? What kept you going, even though you met some of those pitfalls? What kept you moving forward? Like, no, I'm just gonna make this happen. What gave you that mindset?
Well, when I was learning, when I got turned on to the industry, Eric Worre did a one of these events, like a GoPro event, and I bought the videos,
Mm,
and there are all these multi-million dollar earners that were telling their history, and I'm sitting there thinking, I am a college graduate, and I did really good in college, graduated top of my class in healthcare management, marketing, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Here I
wow,
sit unemployed, but
wow.
I'm thinking, if these people like Richard Brooks, I don't know if you know Richard Brooks' story, but he was in a chicken plucking plant, chicken
Wow.
processing plant.
Wow.
He was introduced to network marketing when he was pulling the wings off of chickens to put them in packages, and I thought, okay, if these people can do this, I can do it. I am not going to let this thing beat me. I will figure out how to do it and do it right, but I'm not going to. I will not let. I love a challenge, and I'm not about to let let it beat me. So I knew I could figure it out sooner or later if I
Right.
just kept.
What was that moment, or where was that moment where, because you said you transitioned from a traditional business mindset to a network marketing mindset, quote unquote old fashioned building techniques, right? But then you transitioned again to the online world. But where was that breaking point or that breakthrough point where things started to shift for you? Can you tell us about that? Can you tell us what was that like when you got to the point where you were finally like, oh my God, this is working?
Yeah. So Facebook's not like it. When I was fairly successful on Facebook, and that's where we started growing. It was different than it is now, and that was only just a few years ago. And we kind of had our pick of the litter, so that's when it started to really take off. And so I sat here and I would think to myself, if I drive all this way to go to a meeting, and I sit in a meeting for an hour, and I drive all the way to come back from the meeting, I could have prospected 10, 20 people on my butt in my living room in front of the TV,
Mm,
and not see, again, it's the business mindset. I'm all about return on investment, and when I figured that out, that's when I totally shifted. And some people may not. It might not be the most popular way. I know it's not exactly what may be taught in some places, but it's where I want to build, because for your return on investment, nothing beats it. I
let's
mean,
talk.
why? Oh, go ahead.
No, because you're hitting on something, and I want to talk about that because, of course, you're big on social media, and I want to talk to you about that. The word on the street is not duplicatable. You hear that a lot. Social media is good, but it's not duplicatable. What are your thoughts on that?
That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Um, I have a team, and it may not sound big to other people, but to me it's huge because I've never done this before. The team or my downline, I won't say I have a team because I have leaders that we found on social media. Um, it's 4,000 now, and it was just networking on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and it duplicates. So I taught my new team now, my new leaders how to do it. They've duplicated, and you just go out there and network, and I just call it fish. You just go fishing, and it's very duplicatable because instead of old school, they would tell you, and this cracks me up, like going to the grocery store and you're supposed to comment on somebody's shoes while they're buying Fritos for the party they're going to this weekend. And you're like, hey, man, you got some great looking shoes. You want to try my thing? Like, no. Or the other favorite was somebody drives up to a gas pump and they're in a Lamborghini and you're supposed to run over there from your old beat up Ford and knock on the scare the crap out of them and go, hey, man, that's a cool car. Do you want to join my biz? No, So on social media, you can be very targeted and you can build relationships. It's just networking. It's just
Mm-hmm.
you can network 100 times faster than you can
Mm-hmm.
grabbing somebody up at Walmart.
Yeah, and I believe that or those methods had a time. You know what I mean? And I just think because of the growth, I'm agreeing with you. I think the growth of social media, and just how dominant it's become in terms of how we communicate today. I think everything changes. Even every business model changes because of social media and the internet. And I don't think that network marketing is immune to it.
No, I mean, well, back then you didn't have the internet. The only way you learned about stuff like this is going to the meet. You didn't have any other way to find it out. So now, I mean, we have the internet. Why not use it?
Yeah, and I think that there's pushback because anytime there's something new, right? You got to remember before this new thing came, there were a lot of people already having success with the old thing, right? And the
Yeah.
folks that are having success with the old thing sees this new thing coming from afar that everybody's getting excited about, and they're like, "Uh-oh, I'm rocking and rolling with this old thing. I'm a master of it. I don't want to remaster the new thing that everybody's already on before me. So I got to kind of push back on that and tell everybody, no, the old thing is the way to go. And to a certain degree, there's still some use for the old thing because at the end of the day, you might meet people online, but you still got to connect. You still got to figure out how to get them into the real world. And I just feel like the internet's a bigger ocean to fish from, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you do need to get together. There's got to be culture. You do need to do some meetings. Obviously, you need to go to your company's convention. And I would say a couple times a year, if they have a big deal somewhere, you need to go there. You need to feel the culture. You need to get involved. You need to get excited about your company. But as far as recruiting goes, I mean, hands down, yeah, the old ways just um, old.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm not.
and right, and I don't want to give people the wrong idea because we're not saying that offline or connecting with people doesn't work. No, we're just saying that the internet is a way to amplify your efforts, right? To have a louder voice and then even target that voice, and you're not wasting time speaking to people who are just not really interested. I had a gentleman inbox me earlier today, and he didn't even send me a friend request. He just inboxed me. That's the number one mistake right there, right? He inboxes me and says, "Hey man, basically, long story short, I want you to take a look at my deal. I know you got a lot of people who probably inbox you about a deal, but I want you to look at my deal. For some reason, my deal is probably the best thing you've ever seen." Message was something like that, right? And I said, well, that's cool. There's only one problem. He says, what's that? I said, I don't know who you are, right? I don't know who you are, man. Like, just send me a friend request and let's connect, on a personal level, on a human level first. So you still have to connect on a human level is the point that I'm making, even though you're online.
Yep, you sure do. And I have some critics will say you can't do that, and then people turn around and they get married. So, I mean,
Yeah,
that's pretty heavy.
yeah.
So yeah, you can.
Yeah, with everything there's good, there's bad, there's pros, there's cons. The internet's not perfect, but it's just better. Somebody else says that, right? I think they say that about network marketing. It's not perfect, it's just better, right?
Yeah, and you just pick what works for you. If you don't want to mess with the internet, don't. If you
Yeah.
like the other way, It doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy, and you're. I like to tell people just stay in your lane. I don't know if you remember that commercial. It was an AT&T commercial. And the guy was getting a tattoo. Do you remember that? And he was talking about the guy that was about to get the tattoo was saying, "Don't you need to draw that out first?" And the guy that was doing the tattoo just said, "Stay in your lane, bro."
I got this right.
If people would just stay in their lane of figure out what your goals are and what you want to do, and then get somebody to help you upline, sideline, downline, roundline, mentors that you can find on the internet or not, and map out a plan and just stay whatever your goals are, and you will be successful that way. I mean, the worst thing to do is to look at somebody that's making $1 million, and if you don't want $1 million, don't force yourself to go make $1 million. If all you want to do is make 500 a month, then make 500 a month and be happy with it. And that, I think people get out of, they just kind of miss the mark. So if the slow way is the way you want to go and make a few $100s a month, that's great. If you want to supercharge it on the internet and make hundreds of thousands a year, then that's fine too. It's just find what's good for you and then just go do it. It's amazing.
Right. No, that's good. Can we change gears a little bit, and will you tell us now, basically, you've been involved in the industry for some time now, will you tell us basically how you enjoy your success now that you are, this is what you do? How do you enjoy your success?
You talking about lifestyle?
Yeah, lifestyle. What do you do when you're not working, when you just, watching that residual income flow through and you're chilling?
Yeah. It's so funny when you have success, you keep trying to do new things, right? It's like you're always working. But now, personally, my lifestyle is I race sailboats actually, and
Wow.
love sailing. And one of my team members, she had a little get together, and we rented a big 34-footer, and I got to take some of the team out on the sailboat and show them how to sail and stuff. So. And other than that, just RVing. I like to I'm even though I'm in the travel industry, I don't do a lot of exotic travel.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's easy to sell travel, but mainly I'm kind of old fashioned and just like to be quiet and hang out with my sailor buddies and then get in the RV and just go somewhere and stay gone for a while and then come back. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm really low key human, so it's real quiet around here. Like I said today, I'm doing my laundry.
Right, it's the simple things, really. I know there's a lot of promotion of the high life on the internet, but really a lot of people who are really living this life of freedom, they just enjoy the simple things, right? They just enjoy spending time with their kids, traveling, spending time with the family. What advice do you have for someone? You said you got started in this industry pretty late, right? What advice do you have for people who are retired, from corporate America, but they don't have enough retirement and they're looking to supplement? What advice do you have in terms of them looking at the network marketing industry at this point in the game?
Oh yeah, and Dewan, being an old fart, I don't pay that much attention to technology, so I got 10% left on my battery. I can move around if you want me to and go plug this thing in.
Oh, but, okay. Well, in that case, let's do this, because we definitely gonna have Bea back, family, and talk to her. As you can see, it's a pleasure talking to her. Really quickly, if we can you give out your social media, website, anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. If y'all just I know you got my name there. You can just hit me up on Facebook. I have a Facebook fan page, and my Facebook page, just message me. And I apologize, guys. I am again, like some of us baby boomers, we don't pay attention to half of what we're doing sometimes. I just never be here for him and didn't plug my phone in. But yeah, one real quick. I think I got this for anybody that's over 50 or retiring. Get involved. Study, find you a mentor, and your mentor could be a 28-year-old. Mine is.
Wow.
And learn it. You've got plenty of time. You can make a lot of money here in a short period of time.
That's amazing. We appreciate that word of wisdom. We definitely going to have you back, B. We know the phone's getting ready to cut out on us, but we're going to have you back. We got the Day in the Lifestyle series launching soon, where we highlight personal development meets lifestyle. So we're going to talk to you and maybe have you back to be featured on that episode. But we definitely thank you for joining us, and we will see you again soon. Builders Club TV family, Bea Picou. We'll see you next time. Peace.